Hey peeps, Willow Skylar here. Welcome to Skylar, to my show, Willow's Pillow Talk. Uh, Coming to you live from Skylar Productions, my Facebook page, and hanging with Web TV.
Huh.
Ah,
Look at that.
All right. So I want to thank you for showing up. First of all, I was a little frightened that it was
Why?
going to be
I was a few
me
seconds
reading
late.
Poe for the rest of the night.
I was just a few moments late.
Well, Mark Jodrez is always late, and John Youngberg is always early, and but I always end up being late. I'm talking about appearing somewhere, you idiot.
He always shows.
But he's always in the bathroom until it's time to come out.
Wow.
He's a star, you know.
I wasn't in the bathroom. No. I had to go to my car and get my glasses.
Of course.
See, this is what I live with. You know,
I don't
how you
know.
doing?
I don't know who's worse. Who's suffering, me or him?
So I got to ask you before we start. Pillow Talk.
Yes.
How did you come up with that name? Are we going to be talking about naughty things?
He does.
Maybe. It's definitely one of those shows where it's like very uncensored and just please don't get me banned from Twitch.
No, I don't even know what Twitch is.
It's that you get by when you're
That's a
nervous.
stroke. Anyway,
Pretty much
let's
anything
start with-
goes on that show.
Let's have some fun.
I'm sorry?
I said, let's have some fun.
Yes.
Yay!
All right, tell me how you guys came up with quarantine karaoke, please.
Well, it was actually quite interesting. We recorded something, we put it up on Facebook, and we said we should do this for everybody. So I put together a group. We called it Quarantine Karaoke, and we started pushing it. Next thing we know, there was 900 people on there.
Yeah, from all over the world, which is really
Cool. You know, I think that anything like this that gets people involved and gives them a little fun during these times, and these times are just going to get worse. Hate to be a downer, but we're screwed. So I can honestly say I think we see another Code Red coming in. People are going to be home. You're looking for things to do. And singing is a good outlet for anybody. You don't have to be professional, nothing. No, everyday Joes love to sing into a hairbrush in their bedroom. But now we're asking them to come out and sing with us. We love it. There's no judgment. It's just fun.
You know what? At the beginning, I was posting videos. I'm like, I like this, and it was kind of like my journal into the whole quarantine.
Right.
phase. So I want to thank you guys for giving me that, push to be more creative with myself and not get all caught up in like the worry of.
But it's so
the
easy to
pandemic.
do, right? It's so easy to get caught up in it. We turn on the news every day. Mark and I talk about it every day. Talk about it with your friends. Wow, it's just getting worse. The cases are going up, and people aren't getting it, and it's frustrating. I can't even imagine what parents are going through with the kids. Now a lot of kids are back out of school. My kids are all grown up, and my son has children, small children, and So what you have is a whole generation of people homeschooling who are also day drinking. And so we're going to have a whole generation of people who don't quite get it. What goes good with cornflakes? Vodka or rye? I don't know.
Oof.
Snap.
Are they frosted flakes?
Yeah, of course.
Snap, crackle, and burp.
Oh, snap, crackle. You don't know me.
You're not a boss of me.
So Gopher, we just had Go for the Cure.
Mhm.
Tell us how you did.
Very tired. Well, I would say that it was an unmitigated success. The fact that we were able to broadcast into people's homes and had them actually send in donations, we were able to give them a check for $1,000.
Oh wow.
That's fantastic. First time doing a virtual
Gig, and Mark nailed it, and his staff were absolutely wonderful.
You guys did a wonderful job hosting it. It was fun.
Some of the feedback was their favorite part was the banter between John and I. Some of them were waiting for it.
You guys need to do your own shows.
Well, we'll see what happens. You know, every time I click on something, somehow it ends up on Pornhub. So I gotta learn how to use it. You know, you type in monkeys and midgets, boy, it's a riot.
He doesn't realize that I've changed all his icons so they all go to Pornhub.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know when you start up an OnlyFans.
Okay.
We'll be your only subscribers.
Pretty much.
Actually,
That's a lot of there are a couple ex-wives thrown in there. Yeah, do whatever you want.
it might be an interesting thing. I do go for radio on Sunday nights. It might be interesting to change it to something like this, where we can have 10 people come up, or
Yeah, that would be fun.
And the thing is,
Willow is unlike musicians, all of us in entertainment, Mark, everybody in entertainment is suffering right now because our whole industry got wiped out.
Yeah.
Okay, there are no weddings, there's no clubs, there's no, I was supposed to play the Met Theater downtown right when it hit. I mean, I've lost all the bookings for 2020, and a lot of my colleagues in comedy, but comedy doesn't work on the internet. You can try, it doesn't work on Zoom. You need that energy, unlike a musician who can just play, and yes, they get the energy, and that helps the show. But a musician can sing their songs, and that's wonderful. Comedians, it does not work. You need that interaction live, like in front of you with an audience, because that sometimes can steer where the show is going, right? So it's a totally dead craft right now.
And I found the same thing on Sunday night, or Saturday night, sorry, when we did Go for the Cure. When I'm DJing a party, I respond to the dance floor. I can't see through the computer into people's homes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what songs are working, what are not. It's that same feedback. I live off of them. They live off of me. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for?
interactive.
Interactive is one, yeah. Symbiotic. Very symbiotic.
I don't know what that means.
That means two organisms that live together.
Did you say organism?
Organisms.
On the internet.
Remember, the shark and the pilot fish. The pilot fish swims alongside the shark, cleaning out its gills. So both creatures
When did this
benefit.
become freaking Wild Kingdom?
About 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, well,
What?
Sorry. I am very bad at this, by the way.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. You're just losing control of two idiots on the mic.
Well, I learned from the best.
Yes, you did. But I got to say, I've known you a long time, and you've always been creative.
Oh, thank you. Doing this actually, it's become kind of therapeutic for me.
course.
It's it gives me a chance to learn from those who have been in the industry for a very long time, see what they do, and kind of try to apply it to my show, even though like I'm like working on budget gear.
Yeah, you know what? You're doing it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Do you think any of us have got the radio broadcasting gear? I'm punching off of an old computer downstairs. I can barely handle playing a song, forget broadcasting.
and 2 empty Campbell soup cans with a string.
That's how John and I communicate.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And for me to have you on my show, John Yumberg, there's the geek girl inside me that's screaming right now of how much I adored you growing up.
Well, thank you. Well, no, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and thank you for making me feel old. And yeah, when I was
I'm
a
so
kid,
sorry.
back when you had hair color. No, but thank you very much. It was very nice of you today. Thank you.
Your show, Breakfast Television, was one of my favorites. I don't know. I just flocked to that. I think the banter between you and Jimmy Mack were like what brought me.
Jimmy's a great guy, and I got a little secret for you. There's a new project coming out in 2021, and with some of the original cast and a lot of new people, and it's going to be just a wonderful project of interviews and sketch comedy, and it's going to be just a blast. So I got some big names, big hitters on the show. It's going to be awesome.
I get to play the guy not on the camera.
Oh, everybody needs a monkey with the camera.
When I get to play the guy that's not there.
Yeah, we're in development now. A whole new project that we started out with. Because word to get out, we're doing this, and then another gentleman stepped in who's been trying to do the same thing, but he's not a comedian, he's not an actor. He just wants to put together something SCTV-ish and locally, and so that's happening. So we're
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting the pilot and see what happens.
I look forward to seeing that.
I do
Supporting you
too.
guys for sure.
So do I.
Yeah.
And maybe taking part of it.
Let me take the news.
You
No.
can play the first dead body on the stretcher.
Yes.
No, it's not going to be dead bodies.
Oh, come on. I want to do an autopsy on somebody.
Start with yourself.
I could try to not breathe for a good 5 minutes.
That's always a good talent
Just
to
gotta
have.
pan the camera away every time I take a breath.
That's right. That's right. And yeah, so that's the direction I think a lot of entertainers are going to. They have to reinvent themselves. You know, you have to reinvent yourself because we don't have the normal stuff we used to have. So, you know, you got a shitload of people here in town that are super talented and have nowhere to use that now. So, you know, you got to be creative. As with anything, there are people out there doing stuff on the internet that they never thought they'd be doing as far as entertaining. And so that's where the reality is, right?
Yeah.
Mark does a great radio show every week, and you know, a lot of thought goes into that, and he's talented. So yeah, you just got to find your niche and see what flies, right? Like you doing this.
Exactly. I'm still like, you know, trying to work out. The kinks is probably the worst word right now, but I'm sorry.
I like that band. The Kings.
Young to know who the
Very
Kinks
good, a very good group. Yes.
She knows who the Kings are.
So anyway, rather than me blabber all night, I want to hear you guys sing. What do you have
Well,
to say?
No, wait. Well, we're not prepared for that. We can. I thought that might come up, but we don't have the facility right here to do it. And but we can post something. I'm sure. Because all they have to do is go to a site. Mark, what is it?
Go. It's on Facebook. It's called Quarantine Karaoke. Screw you, COVID-19.
That's the real name.
Yes.
And it's a great group.
We have like people literally from all over the world. Germany,
Germany, Spain, you name it. We've got them in the States, of course. Mexico, we've got them all across Canada. And it's so neat to see people that you wouldn't normally get up in front of a crowd, so to speak, and sing in their bedrooms and send the feed out there. And it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good, you know. And everybody knows they're not professionals. The listeners know they're not professionals. So it's a real comfort. What am I trying to say? It's a real comforting feeling to be able to do it in the privacy of our home and really feel like an entertainer. And it's a lot of fun.
No, like I love the fact that you dress up for this, John, as well. Like
I do.
you
I wear
have,
that stuff all the time.
He's got so many costumes that he's thinking he's dressing up. He's just really dressing normal.
Like if I'm doing an Elton John song, despite the beard, I'll do the Elton John outfit. I have a couple of them. You know, Elvis. You know, the glasses, I wear these all the time anyway.
yeah.
But they're my regular go-to sunglasses. And it's do you know an interesting fact about the Elvis sunglasses? Priscilla Presley found these glasses, plastic, just like these that you can get anywhere at party stuff and things like that. She found a plastic pair in a sunglass rack in France when she was over there, and brought them home to Elvis. And then he loved them so much he had them cast in gold, and that's
Wow.
that's how the Elvis glasses came about.
Oh, that's cool.
And one thing that bugs me, can I vent?
Go ahead.
All right, Elvis impersonators that wear the glasses on stage, stop it. He never wore the glasses on stage, not one time. He did in rehearsals, but never live. So cut it out, you buffoons.
Except that one time that every impersonator saw, so they think it's every time.
No, he didn't. He never did it once.
Really?
I'm just, so, you know how it is.
You should hear him every time he sees one of them. He just wants to like get up on stage and strangle them in front of everybody.
I know it helps with the look, but it's not authentic. I wear them around the house just so you can't see how bloodshot my eyes are. I'm kidding. Yeah, I didn't sleep at all last night. I had one of those nights. I'm one of those people that can't sleep, and I'll toss and turn. So I think it has a lot to do with. I've talked to a lot of people about the insomnia thing. Mark goes through it too. And it's you wake up and your mind just starts racing. You're trying to solve the world's problems. And it's 3 a.m. But yeah, so we're all holding it together.
How long have you been doing the comedian shtick?
Well, coming up on 30 years. My daughter's 31, so yeah. And now to have it come to a screeching halt, it's like I'll never complain about playing Weyburn, Saskatchewan again. Never. Sign me up. I'm going.
I feel like we need to do kind of like a corner gas spit take.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you take for granted, as everybody does with things in their life when all of a sudden you don't have them, whether it's a relationship or possessions or whatever. But a career is like, what do you do with all that energy, right? What do you do? So what I did, I've been near and dear to Winnipeg Harvest. They've been a big part of my life and my daughter's life. She did a lot of work, benefit work for them on a university level, getting kids involved with fighting hunger insecurity, food insecurity. So I took a job with them. That's where I am now, Monday through Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're feeding over 70,000 people a month. Yep.
Oh.
And we're seeing a 17% increase right now.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's not fantastic. It's I know what you mean. It's like, it's unbelievable that these, this has taken away so many people's lives as we know it on a number of levels, including their income. And this COVID thing that has no socioeconomic playing field, right? It affects everybody. Like if you make $20,000 a year and it goes to the shitter, then your $20,000 a year lifestyle goes. If you make $300,000 a year and everything goes the same way, then you have $3,000 and you lost that. So it equals out the plane, So I think where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere.
I don't even know where he went. Oh, there he is. He's cleaning up. Cleaning up. Now, I'm not singing for you. You can sing. Now, have you done karaoke before? Of course you have.
Me? Oh yeah.
You're
I
like
love
it.
it.
You're like the queen of it.
She used to come out when I host karaoke.
I'm not the best singer, but I have.
See, that's what people are saying.
I have
It's not about being the best, it's about having fun, right?
I have sang at I did the pinup pageant this past February, just before everything shut down. Oddly enough, in the pinup pageant calendar, I missed March. So I got brought on the plague.
You brought the plague. Locusts and flying frogs. You did it all, didn't you?
I've always stated that karaoke is for the average person. If we could all sing like Neil Diamond, if we could all sing like Mariah Carey, we wouldn't need them. We wouldn't be going to concerts because we'd all be that good. So this is for all of us. This is not for them. They're not allowed.
Yeah.
No.
Mariah Carey.
No.
Sorry. Can I sing it? You're going to tell her no?
Trump, no.
Well, I'll tell Trump to take a ride through Dealey Plaza in Texas. But that's my own personal thing. Being an American and all, I'm thoroughly embarrassed and can't wait till the son of a bitch is out of office. Thank you. I'm John Youngberg, and I approve this commercial.
This has been a message from everybody.
Yeah. So, have you sung recently? Have you? Have you gotten out?
Not recently. I think the last time I sang for the quarantine karaoke probably was either my Shania Twain "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" video.
All of us feel like a woman at one time. I can really go for it. But
you say feel like or feel up?
That's the feel of my daughter just cutting off this feed. There we go.
Question was it feeling like or feeling up?
Yeah, I know. No, that ship has sailed, my son. Ship has sailed. So everybody's just trying to hold it together, and you doing what you're doing here is a lot of fun.
Yeah. I got I met quite a few other podcasters, and we kind of all teamed up somehow, and it feels really interesting to learn from a group of sort of unprofessionals.
Would you stop with that self-deprecating stuff? You're a professional.
See, okay,
You have a
I have
podcast.
an idea.
You
for
are in the
that,
game,
too.
baby. You're in the game.
Real professionals help each other out. Friendly
Um,
competition is good competition.
Real professionals start $40 an hour. Oh, I'm sorry.
well,
I'm kidding.
we're very much learning how it as we go along, so which is nice.
Yeah,
Like we're all. I have a couple of promos that I want to start recording soon. Kind of one I want to kind of rip off The Outer Limits and Twilight Zone. So
Why not? Why not? Why not? I think that's a wonderful idea. That's a wonderful idea. So how do you, let me turn the tables on you a little bit. It's just my nature.
Okay.
While Mark is setting up his little karaoke stuff. Now look at him over there all busy. Like, how did you get into podcasting? I guess that's
I've always wanted to do like an interview show. I fell in love with late night television.
perfect.
And so I'm like, that's what I want to do. That I want to get to know people and
Nice.
interview them. And
Oh,
so
that's
here we are.
Here we are. That's
I
right.
kind of created my own late night television, just
Yeah.
kind of.
And that's really cool. That is absolutely really cool. So we are we're kicking in. Mark and I haven't. Well, he's done a few songs over the last while. I totally stopped in the summer because COVID started to turn around and life takes another direction, right? But now I think we'll all get back into it and have some fun, you know. And I mean, the comments we get, and there are a number of karaoke things out there, like quarantine karaoke. But it doesn't matter. It's just all about having a good time. So, you know, if you're watching this right now and you want to get involved, just hop on quarantine karaoke, search for it on Facebook. You'll find it.
I put
And
the link in the chat.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Look at you, all professional with your stuff. See, I wouldn't know how to do that. I wouldn't know how to do that at all. So that's yeah. So hop on the link, and we'd love to hear you sing and then have some fun. And you're gonna make friends. Some people, you know, are so shy, but they have no problem singing in the comforts of their own home, and all of a sudden they get these friends out of it, you know, and they have a great time. And we were gonna do quarantine karaoke live, where we invited everybody who's within the area to come down and to the club and have a great night of karaoke. But then it swelled up again, this COVID thing. So we are going to do that because I'd love to meet a lot of you. And I've been saying I just need someone female to do a duet with me. Islands in the Stream. I love that song, and it's hard to do.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's hard to do with, you know, myself and the hand puppet. So it'd be kind of nice. But, I mean, that's the thing. What I'm talking about. People get together, they meet, they say, hey, let's try this, let's try that, and all of a sudden you get a whole new family of friends.
Yeah,
you know,
that's kind of what happened here. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we all found our niche.
Yeah, I
Found
think so.
something.
I think so. And you see more and more and more of it, and I think it's wonderful. I don't think it's wonderful we have COVID, but I think it's wonderful that
What's coming out of it is amazing. Like
Yeah. Without a doubt, you realize what's important. I think.
And usually, well, we were supposed to have our Comic-Con actually this weekend.
I know.
And so, not being able to, you know, have the DJ booth to man while Gopher goes to the bathroom.
It's quite frequently. He loves chimichanga, and they don't like him. So he'll, you know, he can go in there and put on American Pie and Stairway to Heaven, which is a good, you know, 22 minutes worth of music, and he's good, you know.
Okay, I didn't hear what that conversation.
What? I was saying how wonderful guy you are.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yes, you're wonderful.
The only thing I heard was that you were looking for new friends.
Oh, no.
I don't want to be your friend anymore. My mother said I can't play with you.
My mother.
Oh boy, Lord Almighty.
Oh,
Well, give me a second here. What are you doing
absolutely.
exactly?
I am setting up the karaoke.
Oh,
I think.
excellent.
I'll know in a few seconds.
All right, this will be a good time for you folks at home watching it. Go make a sandwich, take the dog for a walk, come back. Yeah, Willow and I will just be chatting. So, what's your background?
Me? I
No, the woman behind you.
like my
Like, how did you
nationality
get into
or-
all this? How did you get into all this?
Oh, I took broadcasting back in 2006
Mhm.
at the Academy of Broadcasting.
Of
It
course,
was
yeah.
a 9-month course.
Mhm.
And so I tried doing the radio thing. Didn't quite make it because didn't quite make it past the the 100 hours working service.
Right,
But
right,
yeah, I
yeah.
had a lot of fun. Like during my practicum, I was with NCI,
Oh,
and they're a great radio station.
Brian Cook's a great guy.
People over
Yeah,
there.
Really good people. Ray St. Germain, I believe, is still on there, and he's a
Yeah.
legend. Love him to death. Yeah, they do. Yep, yep. They do.
Garland.
All right, fine. Quit
they
bragging.
invited,
Name dropping.
they invited me and go for last year to be the
Years ago.
gingerbread man for their parade.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah, 2 years ago, we were dressed as gingerbread people,
that was
and
really
I was
fun.
DJing in that thing, and it was cold.
That's because it's winter time.
But we had a blast though, and just again seeing a DJ that I idolized as a kid, because listening to Brian Cook at night probably isn't something that a 14-year-old kid should be listening to.
No. Hey, compared to what's online right now with a click, that's nothing.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah. And that's Mark drinking a Frosty from Wendy's.
My favorite.
It melted.
Yum.
So,
It's doing it. What would you like to know?
Anything interesting happened in the last little while?
his rash cleared up. Yeah, he's not scooting on the carpet as much.
Yes, that's been a good thing.
Yeah, because the vacuum.
No, you know what? Winding down the cure has kind of been like a 24-hour ordeal for the last 3 days. I get so hyped up about it, and I get so anxious about the whole thing. And
Yeah.
Willow is
Yeah.
part of my team for Go for the Cure, and one of the things she does is look for me when they can't find me. I'm usually in the corner shaking and crying, and she strokes my hair and tells me it's going to be okay. Tells me it's all going to be okay. Yeah.
Flintstone, Triple Valium,
I love
that.
Yeah. Ida Wilma. That doesn't sound right.
Betty.
Yeah.
Those
It was
are
a
Betty.
Betty.
All right. I'm so sorry, you folks out there in computer land.
Uh,
So, what are you going to sing for us tonight, Mark?
I don't know. What do you think I should sing?
all right. So I apologize. I'm not acknowledging people in the chat. I'm sorry, but
Who are they?
hopefully
Hello,
you're
Ryan.
here.
Ryan. I said that right. Nice to see you, bud.
Kamal wants to join in, but
Oh, nice to have you.
we'll have to definitely get you hooked up with quarantine karaoke
Oh, without a doubt.
and my husband. Yeah. So yeah, that's my husband, folks. That's Joe.
Your husband?
Yes.
Why is he driving away? Oh.
He's supposed to be working, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Tisk, tisk. And there's the link to the quarantine karaoke group.
Oh, okay.
It's in the
Perfect.
chat. Jen says hi.
Hi, Jan. What's happening? What hair gopher? Oh, he got a haircut. He did it himself. Yeah, with a chisel, evidently. Me, I'm growing it long again, so that's kind of fun. I like that. Even though it's silver, I like long hair. And I'm growing. The people asking, why are you growing that monstrosity with a beard? And I'll tell you, I was Santa for many years, and I have a with a suit. I played Santa in a George Lopez movie called Naughty But Nice. I used to teach the old Scheme and Dream Santa school for all Santas. I love Santa. So my 4-year-old granddaughter, Eleanor, asked me if I could grow a real Santa beard this year. And I agreed. So I've had this throughout the summer when I was 30. I started growing it about February last year. So Santa's ready to go come the holidays.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't say no to a 4-year-old.
Absolutely.
You don't get to know.
Yeah, you got to keep your promise.
So are
What?
we gonna see you dressed up as Santa maybe in the future?
Absolutely. I'm going to be doing 2 projects with Mark dealing with Santa Claus. One is I'm going to be so many kids. You get to that certain age and the kids are talking at school about Santa and they can be disheartening and whatnot. So I'm going to be actually reading the real letter from Virginia and the response of, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus that was written in the 1800s.
Oh, that's awesome.
A little girl said her friends were saying there was no Santa, which there is, and the magic of Santa, as I like to say. And so she wrote to the newspaper because her dad said, well, in those days, we obviously done the internet in the 1800s, they barely had soap. So she wrote to the newspaper and they wrote back, and it was a beautiful letter about imagination and the magic and love. It's just really a neat thing. So I'll be doing that as Santa.
That's awesome. I look forward to that.
All right. Well, I'm glad you. Have you been naughty or nice this year?
She's always naughty.
Oh, you can tell by the dress I'm wearing. I'm not a good girl.
No, not it. Of course. Somebody just said, all right, let's begin with a Wolfman Jack. Okay.
Oh, let's do that one.
Clap for the Wolfman. Guess who?
Hmm.
It is Halloween after all, right?
Yep. You gonna do it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let him do it.
I want to make sure that can hear the music first.
Okay.
This amazes me about him. And anybody that can do anything technical, I can't. Give me a microphone and 1,500 people at the casino, and I can entertain it. But anything technical, my son's a mechanic. I have no idea how he does it, but he's absolutely wonderful at it. And that's what he does for a living with Fountain Tire. He's been there since he was 15 and just sweeping out bays. And now he's 28 or 29. Sorry, Chris. And now he's working on big rigs. So I admire all that. Anybody that can do anything, build things, I can't. I always admired carpenters. And speaking of that, because Mark's here, it makes me think Harrison Ford, of course, we all know is Han Solo. Do you know how he got the role?
You're asking a nerd.
He built part of the set.
That's right. He was a carpenter on the set and was asked to run lines to the people auditioning. And he didn't want to do it. He was kind of pissed off. And that's his persona anyways, right? He's kind of like and so he nailed it. And good thing he did. So he nailed it. That was a carpentry joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Tough room. Tough room.
You can call it that. Okay,
Yeah. Speaking of carpenters, my husband, who was in the chat, he's a carpenter.
Oh, sweet.
He used to build cabinets for a living before he became a bus driver.
Nice. Well, that's a great skill. That's a wonderful skill. And
it's funny because every time we were driving down a street in Winnipeg, he's all, I did that house. I did that house.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And I'm like I said, I'm envious of anybody that can do that.
He does
But we all have
amazing
a gift,
job.
right? We all have what we do, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Well, here we go.
Now, I'll look like an idiot just sitting here staring at you sing. So while you sing, I'm not crooning. I can't. Doctor said I couldn't.
Oh.
Yeah, I ruptured my crooner.
Oh.
No idea. I don't even know what that means. But,
Okay, let's
Here?
Clap for the Wolfman. He gon' take your record high.
Clap for the woman, you gonna dig until the day you die.
Oh, wow.
To the road and the took up all the friends of mine. I was on my moonlight drive. Snuggled in, said, baby, just one kiss. She said, no, no, no. Romance ain't keeping me alive. Said, hey, baby, you wanna cuckoo? She said, I. So I was left out in the cold. I said, you're what I've been dreaming of. She said, I don't want to know. She was digging the cat on the radio. Clap for the woman. He gon' raise his record high. Yes, baby, I'm your doctor of love. Clap for the woman. You gon' dig into the day you die. Everybody talking about the Wolfman's popping to some love. 75 or 80 miles an hour, she hummed slow, slow, slow. Baby, I can't stop right all the time. Said, hey, baby, give me just one kiss. She said, no, no, no. But I was out by time. Said, hey, baby, you want a cuckoo? She said, I. Said, I'm about to overload. Said, you're what I've been living for. She said, I don't want to know. Well, you thought she was digging you, but she was digging me. Clap for the woman. He gon' raise the record high. As long as you got the curves, baby, I got the anger. Clap for the woman. You gon' dig in till the day you die. It's all according to how your boogaloo situation stands. You understand? Clap for the woman. He gon' raise the record high. You ain't gonna get him, cause I got him. Clap for the woman. You gon' dig in till the day you die. You might wanna try, but I'm gonna keep you. Ain't that right, girl? Clap for the woman. Clap for the woman. Said I got a woman. Clap for yes, you go right on and didn't try. Clap for the Wolfman. And that's Clap for the Wolfman.
Awesome.
How did that sound? Could you hear the music? Could you hear the music?
Yeah, I could hear the music.
Well, I'm just making sure. Because I had my headphones on, I couldn't hear anything but me. That was my microphone feeding back on your laptop.
Is this my laptop?
My laptop, but you're using it. It probably is.
Yeah, let's just take mine.
No, mine's
Sorry,
bigger.
never mind.
Here we go.
Yours is a Chromebook.
Here we go again.
Mine's a laptop.
I don't.
Yeah. I don't need it.
Anyway, moving right along.
Anyways, moving
He
right
said
along.
without anybody else in the room. Normally, I do things like I used to when I started karaoke. I had only two go-tos. I had Mambo Number 5 and Sweet Caroline. That or Crocklin' Rosie or Forever in Blue Jeans. Both of them being by Neil. All three of those being by Neil Diamond.
You know that little story behind Sweet Caroline?
Story behind Sweet Caroline. Neil Diamond wrote it.
You have told me this.
Yes.
Yes, and that's where that song came from. It is the official.
Do you know
song
where
of the
Crocklin'
Boston
Rosie
Red
comes from?
Do you know where Cotton Rosie comes
It's the cheapest bottle of wine you could find.
Sox. That's right. Well, that's fun.
And Forever in Blue Jeans was the Levi's commercial.
And another thing, Neil Diamond and Carole King, whose album Tapestry is one of the all-time greats, and Neil Diamond, of course. They were session musicians in the late '60s before they both really hit it big, and they were actually wrote the songs for the Monkees, the band.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, because the Monkees were, a contrived band for TV shows, even though they were musicians. But you can just tell the Neil Diamond songs like Daydream Believer, and you can just picture Neil singing them in Last Train to Clarksville and all that stuff.
Huh, that's good to know.
Little trivia for you,
I
kid.
did not know that.
Well, now you
Makes
do.
me love the Monkees even more.
That's right. Oops. So, how are you surviving with COVID? Like, what do you do to keep your mind occupied?
This.
Pretty much, yeah.
Really?
I work for Starbucks during the day.
Right.
So that's what's keeping me busy.
Are you one of the people that constantly gets the person's name wrong when they write it on the cup?
I am actually a really nice barista. I ask people how they spell their names because I know that there's like 3 different ways to spell Lindsay. So
It always comes out Ted.
Exactly. Well, I get John, which is normal. My name's Jon. But sometimes I'll mess with their heads and I say Youngberg, and they try to spell it. You'll never. I had my first
that makes sense, by the way.
Yeah, my first wife didn't take it in marriage. She said, "No, I'll keep my maiden name." We got the L, the J, everything in there. It's a big net. It's worth about 3,000 points in Scrabble, which isn't true because you can't use proper names. So always work your material out before you do it.
Yeah.
Boy, Mark, this is your road. Pipe up. Talk about something instead of playing.
I'm having a problem all of a sudden with the karaoke.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
It died.
Uh-oh.
No. Your voice killed it?
No.
My mute
Not me and you.
is acting up again. It's weird. The last little while I've been going into other people's rooms and technology just kind of crashes.
Really?
Around me. It's weird.
No, it has to do with the cable to the external hard drive. This one sucks.
Yes.
Oh.
I know.
That
Excuse me. There I go again. Would you please?
Start me up.
Yeah, right? Your door is ajar.
No, it's a door.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't the host go to the bar
Oh, for Christ's sake. I don't know.
for the booze?
Oh.
Oh, I get it. That's pretty
That took
funny.
you less time than last time.
Yeah. Hey, how come the Jack couldn't get his pumpkin wife pregnant? He had a Halloweenie. Ow! Sorry, that was pathetic. I apologize.
That was not up to your normal.
I haven't been on stage in March. Give me a break.
That was a fun night
What?
when we went. When you did the outdoor show there.
Oh, the gas station theater. Yeah.
And I almost stole the show by having a fight on the side street.
Yeah, I bring him down. Okay, this is what happened. This is what, August, right?
Yeah.
August, September.
July or August.
I don't know. But it was Dean Jenkinson. It was a great friend of mine, and we both started out in the business together. And so he's, the guy behind the gas station theater. And so they had comedy, to gear up for the Winnipeg Comedy Fest. And it's outside because of COVID. And there were 3 comics on the set. I was, I guess, headlining, for the lack of a better term. I was the last guy up, right? And so there was a smattering of people. But, when you're outside on Osborne and that's River, right? Yeah, Osborne and River.
Yes.
You have people going all over the place. So we had to be squeaky clean, obviously, because it could be, the first 2 comics were pathetically filthy. And funny, don't get me wrong. And, people are walking by and whatever. But here's the thing. A guy and his girlfriend got into a fight just outside the barriers of the stage area. And first one in there to get his face knocked off, which he didn't, was Mark. He always gets in these predicaments. He'll come home and say, "Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened." I was at Walmart, and there was a heist, there was a bank. The guy had a gun, and they killed him. And it's like,
I never killed him.
so he did it. He did that right in the village. I'm trying to do my act, that I was so distracted by Mark taking on these people. Because he's got karate, he knows how to do that stuff. He's a fast one. And he bit him in the kneecap, kicked him in the nuts, and he won. But it really took away from the show because I wasn't paying attention to my own show. I was watching him. Yeah, he says he's a magnet for mayhem. I don't know what the point of the story is.
Oh, there we go.
Again for
Well, it seems to have the only one song now. An entire hard drive seems to not be able to.
Well, do it in a different voice.
Good.
Here's Mark doing Humphrey Bogart singing Clap on the Wolfman. The Wolfman has to clap. What? I don't know.
The Wolfman has it.
Well, it can happen.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Told him to grab it.
What?
Told him to grab
Would you stop being distracted and talk?
Well, I once got into a fight in the middle of Costco over pizza.
Oh,
What, free pizza?
No, not free.
Did you take on the little lady that gives out samples?
I was going to, but I was told not to. No.
Would you like some tuna fish? Yes.
What happened was, every Friday we used to have pizza. My son when he was younger, would say, Friday we needed pizza. So I went to Costco after work to get pizza because they had these great big pan pizzas. We used to buy 2 of them, and that would be for the weekend.
Right.
And I get in there and I walk up to the chest freezer they had. And there was only 2 of them in there. Now there was a guy at the end there. He had a cart full of these. It was like he was opening a restaurant. This was going to be his
oh
food.
my God.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, can someone explain to me what toilet paper has to do with COVID?
It's fiber.
What?
Well, if you ran out of food, yes.
Not one symptom. It's your temperature goes up, you have a cough, you have this, you have that. Not one doctor said, by the way, it'll give you the shits like you just drank a gallon of water in Mexico. No, and people are hoarding toilet paper. I'm outraged. I'm writing a letter. Where's my letter writing hat? Anyway.
You have that hat still? Anyway, so I went and I got these 2 final pieces of these 2 final pieces of pizza, right? These 2 pizzas. And this guy turned around and this guy standing there goes, those are mine. And I looked and I said, no,
Your name is McCain's?
they are not yours. They were in there. I picked them up. He goes, give them to me. I said, no, you got a cart full. I'm taking these ones home. And he says, give them to me. I said, no. And then all of a sudden he just strikes me. Wham!
In Costco?
In the
Oh
middle of
my
Costco. There's this
God.
poor young guy sitting like that's working there. He's like putting stuff in one of the chest freezers. You see him on the phone and he's calling for management, right? And so this guy just nails me one right across the chin. And I looked at him. I was stunned. I wasn't hurt. I was more stunned by it.
Kind of a,
Kind of.
yeah.
I can't make that noise, but yeah. And he goes, "You gonna give me the pizza?" I said, "No." And I started putting the pieces back. I'm gonna kill you. And I turned around and he was gone. He was pushing his cart as fast as he could down the aisle. Security tackles him from the side. It was like brilliant.
Wow.
The cart kept going. He didn't. and then so I almost walked up to his cart, took a couple more pizzas and left.
I would have.
Mark and I went to Canadian Tire. We go to Canadian Tire, right? And so we're shopping for crap. And then Mark goes and does something, and I go back to put something in the cart. Okay, follow me on this. So I start pushing the cart around the store looking for Mark. Where's Mark? Can't find Mark. Finally, I meet up. He's in line already. So I meet up and he goes, "Oh yeah.
And I thought, oh, he
got a card." No, I grabbed someone else's card. I never even had a card. I just grabbed this card thinking that I had a card, and it was stuff in it already. So I'm walking around Canadian Tire with somebody else's card. Now, I don't know if it's a sign of age, but I just thought, well, this could be my card that I get. I can't remember if I got one. And so I just started pushing it, looking for Mark, and this poor bastard is going around Canadian Tire. Where's my card?
Oh my
The thing is, it wasn't until we were at the checkout I said, why do you need those? He goes, "Are those yours?"
Yeah.
I said, no, I didn't get a card. He goes, "This isn't your card?" I said, "No, it's not my card."
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So he just kind of nonchalantly put it to the
I
side.
did. I did.
About his swimming pool.
Yeah, senior's moment, but that's okay. I just can't imagine what that guy was thinking. Whoever's card it was,
That's funny.
I'm like, I didn't buy glow in the dark underpants. What the hell is this? Not that there's anything wrong with those, I guess.
I love the fact that you guys didn't realize that there was that you had someone else's cart. That's
Well, no,
funny.
I didn't realize.
That's-
Mark did as soon as he saw me.
Well,
Because
I
there's
thought,
something
okay,
there that neither one of us bought. And I'm like, this doesn't make no sense whatsoever. So, I don't know, another little cute story.
Wow.
I don't know what he's doing now. Look at him. You know we're on a podcast, buddy?
Yeah.
Well,
It's okay. We're only live on Twitch, YouTube,
hey,
Facebook. No
let's talk
pressure.
about Halloween for a bit here. What are your thoughts, Willow and Mark, on Halloween? Should kids trick or treat or should they not?
You know what? I'm gonna buy candy just in case.
Yeah, we did.
Because
Yeah.
because why take away the fun of people who need a little bit of happiness?
And we all do. Right now.
I feel like we're going to be struggling with it. We're giving.
Oh no, that restraining order you got last year.
We're handing candy out, and they're gone. We're not really. There's not.
Well, I saw a perfect meme about this. If it's okay to do this, and they show a person's arm reaching out at a drive-through window at McDonald's or grabbing a bag from the person, what's the difference?
Exactly.
You know?
I work a drive-through, people.
Yeah. You're like right in the front line. You don't know where they've been.
I'm always I have hand sanitizer at my station. I have sanitizer wipes. And every like 5 minutes I'm always like going to wash my hands, or if I handle cash, I wash my hands right away.
I saw a great line. Someone posted, one of my comedian friends said, "I've used so much hand sanitizer, I can see cheat notes from high school in my phone."
Pretty much.
But it's a different world we're living in, and folks watching out there, it's going to get better. It has to get better. But not that I want to go backwards, but we're going to have to go backwards. I think we're going to have to isolate again. I think we have to.
Wow.
2 weeks. That's all we
Let's
ask.
just continue on with the hand sanitizing and the hand
Yeah,
washing.
all that.
And
And social distancing. I know we got to go out.
I'm
but
okay with that.
yeah.
But
But I mean,
honestly,
this
the
thing's
cash is
it's
freaking dirty.
here to
It's
stay.
gross.
This is here to stay. And for the people that saying, "Oh, vaccine's coming real soon," yeah, you know what? They're still working on a vaccine for AIDS, which came out 40 years ago.
Yep.
Now, I was on tour in the early days when AIDS first hit, and it was a death sentence. Now it's not, of course, because of therapeutics, which I think is the way this virus is going to go. And it's constantly mutating. So they get 3 steps forward, they get 4 steps back.
Yep.
Right? So I don't know, but I don't want to be a downer, but please, let's just all get together on one page and say, okay, whether you believe it or not, just do it so we can get back to somewhat of a semblance of a life.
Yeah. I got another one.
What do you got?
Turn the page, Bob Seger.
He
Ooh.
loves this song. I hear him in the shower singing. I don't hear any water. Yeah, I don't think he's had a bath since April. I'm kidding. I know.
Don't like making people stoop.
That's funny. And plus, he's a hairy little bastard.
Have a shower.
It's like a hobbit in there. You got to vacuum the tub. He's gonna hate me later. I swear to God, this kid's gonna reach over here.
I put this much water in the bathtub. I display so much that it fills right up as soon as I sit down.
That's
I'm
awesome.
like a tanker.
That's right. And he does things with a loofah sponge that shouldn't be done.
And I don't know what you're
I had to burn it. Anyways, I'm gonna let Bob Seger Jr. here sing, and I'll get out of your way. But let it rock, Marky boy.
Highway east of Omaha. You can listen to the engine rolling out its one-note song. Think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering where they always do. When you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do, you don't feel much like riding, you wish the trip was through. Sitting here I am, on the road again, and there I am, up on the stage. Oh, here I go, I'm playing the star again, and there I go, turn the page.
weird.
feel their eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, you just want to explode. Most of the times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. All the same old cliches, is that a woman or a man? You always seem outnumbered, you don't dare take a stand. Oh, here I am, on the road again, and there I am, up on the stage. Oh, here I go, I'm playing the star again, and there I go, to the page. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy you try to give it away. As the sweat pours out your body, like the music that you play. And later in the evening, as you lie awake in bed, with the echoes of the amplifiers ringing in your head, you smoke your day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Ooh, oh, here I am, on the road again, and there I am, up on the stage. Oh, here I go, I'm playing the star again, and there I go, turkey. Oh, here I am, on the road again, and there I am, up on the stage. Oh, here I go, I'm playing the star again, and there I go, there I go, through the page.
Woohoo!
Mark will be signing autographs right after the show. That was awesome, buddy. Good job. All right, okay, if you can find Way Down
Hmm.
on that program, I know we had trouble finding. I will sing. I will sing. I get the glad. I'll do another song, Way Down, off his album Moody Blue, which came out 2 weeks after he died.
Oh wow.
Yeah. W.A.
No, it's not that. But I'm going to read karaoke.
Okay. Now, I haven't sang in once, so I was dead set on doing it. But what the hell? Let's have some fun.
You
You
gotta
agree?
start somewhere.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah.
Do I can sit over there, right?
I can turn the TV.
I need headphones.
Well,
you
suck.
Oh. My therapist doesn't like you either.
Oh, no.
My mom is so mad at you.
Oh yeah, his mother hates me because we banter like this, and I make fun of him, and he makes fun of me. But I said he was talking about I'm a Stooges fan, so I was like, shut up, you chatterhead. And she thought I was being serious. Why is he so mean to you?
Oh my god.
I know. That's usually the way it goes for me. Women hate me before they need me. But anyway, that's the way life is. He's trying to figure it out right now. Yeah. So what's your go-to song when you do karaoke?
I do Life in a Northern Town. I like to do Jules' You Were Meant for Me.
Very good song. Yeah.
Bette Midler's Wind Beneath My Wings.
Oh, you're killing me. Oh, you're killing me. That song, I'm a suck. I get weepy easy.
Yeah.
McDonald's commercials, anything with kids, and then the Strander Hospital commercials, anything like the ASPCA commercials with little shivering dogs. I'm done. But that's one of the songs that gets me because you know what the thing about music is, right?
Yeah.
It's so emotional because it triggers something in your head that takes you back to a different time.
Yeah.
Whether it's fantastic, like Sweet Home Alabama, it takes me back to my days in 1979, 80, back home in Rutland, Massachusetts, where we'd go down to the old swimming hole with a rope swing after we played the bar that night with our band, and we would crank lift up the back end of the car. I think it was a Pinto, and crank the song. And that song always takes me back there for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the beauty of music, and that's why quarantine karaoke is so fulfilling for people because they can perform without feeling anybody's watching them, right? So there's no intimidation,
Yeah.
and it builds their confidence and it takes them back to a happier place and the people watching it as well. Not to sound like a grown up and all, but that's pretty much what it does, So
Yeah.
I think it's really important, and we're going to be kicking it off big time again.
I cannot
yeah.
wait.
Yeah, well, we have, what do you say, Mark? 800?
I
A little more than that. I think it's more than that.
We had
I
870.
think you guys are like shy, like 6 shy away from from an even 900.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the fun thing for me is, once in a while I'll scroll down. I'm not obsessed by it, but if I see someone's, requesting to be on it. How does that work, Mark? They request to be on it, and
then you and I, because we're and or
Neil is in that band. They see
get a notification, then we just add you in. As long as you answer the 3 questions.
All right, who plays Neil Leave It to Beaver 1?
You're a little.
all right. Right.
No,
why are you here?
or watch? Either is good. Do you understand that you can put one song at a time, up to 2 a day?
Yeah, because we have
everybody.
we have some great talented DJs that want to get up there and do the whole show, and we just don't have the time for that. And quite frankly, no one wants to sit there for 20 minutes and watch that or anything in this instant world we live in, right? So that's why you'll see. Well, it goes back to my morning show days. That's why all the segments are 3-4 minutes long. It's quick, and you get your information, you get everything done, and away you go. And so I think it's really, we have young kids on there doing it. It's so cool to see them.
The thing that I love about radio is the DJ banter, and I don't know. I guess I'm one who loves talk radio.
No, I filled in for Hal Anderson on CJOB for a year in the morning show. Yeah, on the morning show, and I had a great time.
I missed that.
I had a great time on that. And talk radio is absolutely wonderful if it's done right, as with anything else. But I think we're going to see a big shift in radio coming up. I think we're going to see it more and more.
If CBC would hire me, that would be great.
All right, Marilee Marcuzek, give her a shot. But what we're going to see, I think, in radio, and Carrie Salke is a very good friend of mine. She was formerly on 94.3, and she's done a number of things. So brilliant woman, very funny. And she's formerly of Second City, and she's part of the new project we're doing. But we were talking about this the other night, and you see more and more music blocks, as they call it. Okay, 4 hours nonstop music. Well, you're going to see that more and more. I think it'll be DJ-less in 5 years, with the exception, and I'm just going out loud, with the exception of morning shows and the drive home, because you want that banter. You want to hear something uplifting in the morning. You want to hear and Winnipeg's got so many talented people. No matter what the genre of music is. You don't have Way Down? I've done it before. I did it with you before. That didn't sound right.
Well.
No, we can stop it now.
We did that on that other
program. So you don't have Way Down. What do you got, Elvis-wise? Do you have Stuck on You? Which is how I met most of my wives. That's awful. I'm sorry if my kids are watching this. Daddy needs help. No,
Daddy needs big help.
Daddy needs tiny little mouse. Yeah. Do we have stuck on
Yes, we
you?
do.
Do we?
We do.
All right. Can I sit over? Did I sit over there?
You use the headphones.
Oh, thanks.
You do it.
What microphone?
No.
This one? Okay. All right. I apologize in advance for this guy. I haven't sang in a long time. And I know there's a note on here that Elvis did that I don't know if I can get it. But I'm sure
Oh, you'll be fantastic.
Oh,
You'll be
stop
fine.
it. Why can't I hear anything?
Because I haven't started it yet.
Oh. See what we do every day?
I'm
a total moron. I'm like, Mark, how do you make this poster thing work?
Oh, Brett.
Oh, my mic went limp.
I always have to touch your mic.
That's not very impressive. Everyone all the time. Oh, yeah. He's got the hairiest knuckles I've ever seen.
You like my knuckles?
Mm-hmm. Feel free to talk quietly amongst yourselves, folks. All right. We're going to do Stuck on You. It's from your. I'll do my best. Okay, how's that?
Stuck on you. I'm gonna all my head. Sweet yes, for me. I'm gonna stick like a stick because I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna stick because I'm stuck on you. I'm in a good once I get them, it's somewhere. Meanwhile, good that's why it's real. I'm gonna stick my way because I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna stick my way stuck on you. I'm gonna stick my way.
And we fade out right there. There you go. That was fun.
Gotta turn your mic back on.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
You sure?
Yeah, it did.
I can't hear.
I had to.
All right. Good. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was fun. That was fun. Now your turn.
My turn. All right.
You gonna do one, please?
Absolutely.
This is awesome, folks. You're getting a preview of quarantine karaoke right in your own home.
Yep.
Woohoo! All right.
This is where we talk quietly amongst ourselves again. Now I could. Do you doing the dishes?
Yeah, probably.
I like how many are there? Oh yeah.
I thought you already did that.
No, I haven't. Well, I did the dishes. I didn't do the mashed potato pot
Oh,
and the beans and stuff. We had lovely pork chops this evening.
There's still more mashed potatoes to eat.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You can take it to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or filling holes in the wall with it. Whatever you want.
that's probably a couple from.
Yes, you do. Oh.
All right.
You with us, Will? Are you with us, kid?
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to decide.
Okay, you decide. Now, see, folks, what you just witnessed here, me saying anybody can do this. So don't be shy. Have some fun. Quarantine karaoke, hop on, and of course, we're going to let you in. It's just a formality that you have to, allow me as an internet thing. But of course, we never turn anybody away. We've had to scold a few people mildly. Mark says I'm too nice about what we just talked about earlier about people going on, 2, 3, 4 songs or the DJs, and it's not an audition. It's just for you to have.
All right. So
What you
guys
got?
are in for a bit of a treat. I'm gonna, whoops, change the audio here so that you guys can hopefully hear the music coming through my camera.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's standing up.
And if only I could figure out the camera. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me. I'm having a good time. Having a good time. I'm the shooting star from the sky. Like an island, I'm the love of gravity. And the racing star passing by. Like a naked diver, I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. Burning through the sky, yeah. 100 degrees, that's when they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. I'm gonna have a good time. Just give me a call. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me. I'm having a good time. I don't wanna stop it at all. I'm a rocket ship on my way to Mars. And the ocean coast. I'm a satellite. Out of control. I'm a second ship. Looking at a bomb. I'm about to explode. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Traveling at the speed of light, I wanna make a supersonic one of you. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now, wanna have a good time. Just give me a call. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me. I'm having a good time. Don't wanna stop All right, so now you guys know that I can sing. Oh.
Wait a
Sorry, go ahead.
I would never challenge a Queen song.
No.
Not my key.
I love
Freddie
that
Mercury.
version of that song.
Great tune. Great tune. They have so many. And also I love to go to like most singers do in that situation. I love the Beatles. And so I do. You know, and I'm reading a great book about them right now. They wrote all their music when they were 30. Doesn't that make us all feel totally inadequate? Every Beatles song you hear, they wrote before they were 30.
That's incredible.
Oh, Paul wrote When I'm 64 when he was 15 years old.
Oh my god.
I love that song.
Yeah, yeah, 15 years old. And you always get in an argument, people, and you might say the Beatles, without a doubt, are probably the best band ever. And for a lot of reasons, musically, they're unsurpassable. Lyric-wise, they were real artists, and they played everything. Like Paul's new album, McCartney 3, is coming out in November. And here's a guy who's 77. He played every single instrument on the album. Every album. I mean, every instrument. And they were so experimental. And the fact that they were so young, I think, you know, you get people, oh, the Stones. Yeah, the Stones are good. They're a blues band. They're great. They're still touring. You know, I've seen them. I don't want to see them again. But for the history aspect of music, Beatles are, there's no argument. I mean, you can say, oh, Zeppelin's, but no, Zeppelin's great. Don't get me wrong.
Eagles.
Eagles, well, they're good, but they're
The
nowhere
Eagles
near.
are good, yeah.
The Eagles spoke of a whole generation.
Oh, yeah. And everybody copied.
And they evolved. They evolved as the times went on. They experiment. They just, and then you get these people on these TV shows. Mark watches them. I really can't stomach them. Like, you know, the Idols and things like that. And then Your Best Voice, whatever the heck they're called. These people haven't paid their dues. They haven't played the clubs. They're not writing it. They got 9 producers producing their album. They got effects on there to alter their voice. None of it's real. And I don't think, come on. How many people from Idol have you seen make it? Kelly Clarkson? Yeah, fantastic. And a few others. A handful. You know, Adam Lambert, good for him. He's a Freddie Mercury.
That was Queen.
Yeah, he's not a Queen. Yeah, that's fine, but he shouldn't be.
The problem with American Idol is like you never hear from the actual winners. Well, Kelly Clarkson is like the odd one out.
That's what I mean.
But yeah, it's like
But what pisses
it's
me
always
off
like
is-
the second winner that seems to have a prolonged.
Adam Lambert came in second place.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The bottom line is they didn't pay their dues. They're not real musicians. They're talented. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of them have amazing
Why
voices.
aren't they real musicians?
They haven't written their stuff. They're doing cover tunes. I don't think
It doesn't mean you're not a musician.
you can't tell me those people who haven't paid their dues. You know, show business. You got to pay your dues.
I'm not saying that's
It's like comedy open mic nighters. Okay, I love them. They're honing their craft, but just because you can get up in a bar because your friends say you're funny and drop the F-bomb every other word like it's, you know, like water dripping out of a, you know, the rain spout. That's not funny. That's not going to get you where you want to go.
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
But the guy who can get up there and sing and play his guitar and do that thing, he's just as much. He may not have paid his dues, but he's still a musician.
Well, I didn't say you were.
He did.
I didn't say he was a musician. I said if I did, I'm sorry. Of course, they're musicians, but they don't. You don't get the crown on your head without.
The accolades? No.
Yeah, well, they deserve the accolades because they're on the TV show and doing well. However, they're not true in the sense of like the Beatles produced their own stuff. George Martin did most of it when he, you know, and then when they went to Apple. I'm using the Beatles as an example. Everything they wrote themselves.
Those days are long gone. That's the problem.
Oh, you're not going to have any more. You're not going to have any more sort of icons. There'll be no more icons. They're done. Stone, Elton John. Elton John's retired now. Paul McCartney. All those. You're never going to see that again. Ever. When you're 76 years old and you can sell out a 40,000 seat stadium and play for 3.5 hours, come on, without autocorrect, you know, give me a break. And that's just me talking. Send your hate mail to Mark Perez.
And I'll hand it right over to John.
Right over to me. That's right. Yeah.
So
You were talking about when I'm 64.
Yeah.
I've
I've
loved
loved that song
since I was a kid. I've never sung it. I've loaded it up.
Nice.
Oh, John Lennon, I can hear.
You're spinning right now.
I feel fine. I do that one well. I've never tried. I'm 64.
And you know what the thing about it?
I thought that was old, and I'm only 6 years away from it.
When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now? Will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottles of wine. If I'd been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? He doesn't feed me now. You'll be older too. And if you say the word, I could stay with you. I could be handy, mending a fuse when your lights are gone. You can hit a sweater by the fireside. Sunday morning's gonna ride. Doing the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Every summer we could go into cottage in the Isle of Wight, if it's not too far. We shall scrimp and say, ouch. Grandchildren on your knee, Vera, Chuck, and Dave. I never named them that. Send me a postcard, drop me a line, stating your point of view. Indicate precisely what you mean to say. You're sincerely wasting away. Give me your answer, fill in a form. I'm forevermore. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Ooh. I love the oboe in there.
Ladies and
That
gentlemen,
is
please send your
adorable.
tax deductible dollars to
I've
Mark.
never said that one before.
Do we have a? All right, now you got me going. Jimmy Buffett. You know that song? Why don't we get drunk?
It's the only one I've got from him. No.
Okay, hold on a second, will you?
Okay, well, you get ready for that. I'm going to do I Feel Fine.
So
So get your whatever you're getting.
I was gonna grab the guitar, but
Well, go ahead.
you sing your song. I'll go do that.
Baby's good to me, you know. She's happy as can be, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, you know. Tells me all the time, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad that she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her rings, you know. He buys her diamond rings, you know. She said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, you know. She tells me all the time, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad that she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things, you know. He buys her diamond rings, you know. She said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. She's in love with me and I feel fine. Oh.
Woohoo!
I love that.
All right.
By the way, Kevin,
Kevin,
I
you can
know
sing.
you can sing. Dude, I
Wait a minute, Kevin, you're saying I wish I could still sing karaoke, but my SO was that.
significant other.
Oh, and I are singing, oh, so get on quarantine
Yeah,
karaoke.
quarantine karaoke.
Make a
Not
video.
You're
I want to
home.
see you.
Yes, get on it. We'd love to have you. Like right about now, I'm going to slaughter one of my idol songs, Jimmy Buffett, and it's called. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
It's called. Why don't we get drunk and screw?
Here, you want
And
you want these?
and that opening line never worked for me. All right. Let me turn this around here. I'll do that. Oh, you do that.
I'm going to actually do not mute my mic. He's going through my mic.
What?
Don't mute my mic. I'm going to mute his mic.
Actually, yeah, there you go. And I'm going to.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I do. There you go. All right. I'll turn. You're turned up?
All right. So should I be able to hear myself?
Yes.
Well, guess what? I can't. Not that I want.
You should be
You
able
should be
to.
able to. No, because you have to put the mic.
Oh, this mic.
Yeah.
Oh, I am using a mic now. You stop changing the rules.
Well, do you want to play the music or not?
Yeah. Can you bring up the volume on this a bit? I can't hear it in the headphones. Or am I supposed to be hearing it in the headphones?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. That's kind of a vague statement. We have a ton of guitars in this house, and I know 3 chords. All right, let's try this one. You might have to explain this to the kids.
The 4 chords.
I really do. Your voice sounds so wonderful, but your face don't look clear. For me, no doubt. Tell me why don't we get drunk and see? Why don't we get drunk and screw? I just bought a water bed filled up for me and you. They say you are stuck with me, honey, I don't think that's true. So why don't we get drunk and screw? Mr. Rogers. Rick Keeley. Everybody, you know the words. Why don't we get drunk and screw? I just bought a water bed filled up for me and you. They say you are so sweet, honey, I don't think that's true. So why don't we get drunk and screw? Why don't we get drunk and screw?
shave that beard off.
Yeah, that goes out to all those lonely people. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, see how easy it is. You can just find a song and sing, and you'll have a blast. Oh wait, I got the speakers back on. Oh, it didn't click.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. Now give Mark back his earphones. There you go, pal.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all you got to do, folks. Find a song, have some fun. You know you've been singing into a hairbrush in your bedroom. Might as well do it for fun and for friends.
For people like Kevin, get on Orange Creek. Like the way I do it is John or I will record the songs, and then I play with it and I edit it, and then I upload it. Some people do it live. Some people do it from their cell phones. The only thing I say when you're doing it live, make sure you're doing one song at a time. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'd love to hear from you. Let's get over
1,000 people. We need 200 more. Or no, maybe 100.
How many we need?
Right
So
now
where do they
we
go
are
again,
sitting
Mark?
6
On
away
Facebook.
from an even
You find the
900
group,
members.
Quarantine Karaoke.
What did you say, Willow?
Your group is sitting 6 away from 900 members.
That's fantastic. It's like a telethon. We want to hit 1,000 tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We need one, like I said, go over the gear. We need one of those like
Code boards.
thermometers that
We're only
63 cents a day. The price of a
You
cup of
can
coffee. You two can save our careers. I'm kidding. They're shot the hell in the head after.
Did I just adopt a poor comedian?
That's right. That's right. Please, before you work with comedians, we don't do much. We sit around the house and make up jokes. We're clean. We flush.
on your screen right now, you are seeing a very poor man. He used to be funny on stage, but now he's funny in his bathroom. Poor guy.
All we need now is
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Oh, wait.
all we need now is like really sappy. I will remember
Screw you.
you.
No, I gotta come up with a snappy comeback for that one. What is it? Oh yeah, fuck off. All right, there we go. And for any breakfast television fans, yes, I swear I'm a grown-up. I'm over 21 by about 40 years.
Actually,
That's the joys about
I'm
Willow's
gonna
Pillow Talk
be
is it's
publishing a book,
uncensored.
How to Navigate John Youngberg's Speech, and basically you have to mute every third word, and then you've actually got the English language because it's like fuck, space, space, fuck, space, space, fuck, shit, 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 fuck.
What can I tell you? Best word in the English language. It's a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective. It does everything.
I once
It's
saw a
a-
comedian. He was saying that like, he's from the States, and his comment was that we use the word "fuck" like a greeting. You walk up to somebody, "Hey, fuck you," and then in the States it would be like, "That pull out the gun, shoot." Here we're like, "Ah, fuck you too."
Comedian was, but he says you can do a whole sentence using that word and people understand what you mean. Like, the fucking fuck made a fucker. And I said, fuck. And you know exactly what he meant. Some guy screwed him over, and that's the way it is. So I apologize again for saying a no word.
So the same comedian, he said there's other terms that we use, like "fuck the dog" means to do nothing.
I've never been that lonely.
No, I'm sure.
I'm thinking, no.
So he was talking about how he had his first ever fisherman's friend while up in Edmonton.
One of those horrendous cops.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so he was up in Slave Lake, and he's a black guy, a big black comedian, funny as all hell. And he said that his friend called him while he's after his show. He said, "So what you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm just up here in Slave Lakes fucking the dog while I suck on a fisherman's friend." And he says, "Stay right there. We're coming to get you." Ah, that was good. That's the most I've ever heard you play on that thing.
Well, you know.
Nice and quiet. Yeah.
I thought you only knew 3 chords.
Oh, that wasn't a chord. That was
No,
just picking up.
Again, you can write a really good song if you only knew 4.
Yeah, have you ever seen that video?
Yeah, the 4-chord
All
song.
these guys,
yeah.
and they go by the 4-chord songs, and they go through all of these songs, and basically none of them are the same key or anything, but they're changing them to the same key, so they're using the same 4 chords.
And that's another thing about 4
quarantine karaoke. You can accompany yourself with a guitar. You can, have some fun with that too.
I brought
And,
the kazoo once.
Today you did a kazoo. You played that. It was very festive. But yeah, have some fun. All we're saying is, people, come on. It's going to get worse when it gets better. Plus, it's winter. It gets dark, early, and it gets light later. And we're going to be hitting a mountain of a number of things.
Beyond entertaining yourself, you're entertaining a world.
So that's it, right? We're all the same boat. Just have some fun. You might encourage somebody else to get up and do it. Who says, "Oh, I can't sing. I'm so embarrassed." No,
You might bring somebody out of the darkness.
that's right. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are going through a lot of hell right now due to this, and they could just use this smile. And I'll tell you, some of the songs people pick make me smile.
So there you go, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Hop on. We'd love
I hope
to.
my friend Space Oddity. He does a great Space Oddity.
Oh, does David Bowie? Yeah. Do you know?
You know Mike Henderson?
Yeah.
He does David Bowie's Space Oddity.
Speaking of that, Starman.
Hang on, it's kind of like the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, but it's about David Bowie.
Oh, right.
And you know what? I was disappointed. I love Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie. I thought it was so well done. A little fudging of the historic facts, but it was such a wonderful, wonderful movie.
It was a great
And then they
movie.
tried to what?
It was a great movie.
Oh yeah, and then they tried to do it with Elton John, Rocket Man, and they made it a musical, like a high school musical.
You
And
know,
I thought it sucked. I love Elton John, and I thought that sucked.
do you know what always confused me about musicals? Where the hell does that music come from?
I know.
You're walking down the street, all of a sudden music breaks out, they're singing, everybody's choreographed dancing.
You have to.
And then it's over. And they
That
just
doesn't
walk
happen to
away like
everyone?
nothing happened. I'm like,
Okay.
why doesn't that happen in real life?
Yeah, you want to be followed
I
around.
must be the odd person because I actually do kind of sing and dance on my way to work.
I've watched you.
I love that. I love music. I did I was in musical theater in high school and university, and yeah, but you're right.
It's good exercise.
It
The rest
is.
of the world does not jump into sync with you and start choreographed dancing behind you.
No,
You
but
know?
nobody like James Bond. That doesn't happen. He doesn't take out 20 men with a 38 special.
No, only 15.
Come on, give me a break. Couldn't hit a part if you'd like it anyway.
Couldn't hit more fun.
Yeah, that's it. That's another good analogy. Very good, Mark. You got an A+. Yeah. That's another good one.
That's a good
To have then at that moment in time, because if you fell off a plane and you couldn't hit the ground, at least you saved your life.
Well, it also saved your life.
Yeah.
It's not the falling; it's the hitting the ground.
At the end.
I remember when I was taking my pilot's license, I had an instructor, and she was a tiny little thing, 23 years old from Halifax. She had to sit on a pillow in the plane, and I said, "So." She goes, "Now remember, John, that the goal of a pilot is to have an equal amount of takeoffs and landings." I thought that was brilliant. Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Well, crashing does count as a landing. It's just a bad one.
A really bad one. Yeah.
So it does still equal out.
Well, if you want to dissect it, I guess you're correct, my friend.
Well, I
Unless
mean,
you're
okay,
one of
the
those
Gimli
Quiet,
glider
we're all
proved
trying to
that, I
speak.
guess.
Say that
What?
again, Will?
The
Your mic's pretty
Gimli
low.
glider proved that.
Well, yeah, that's
So
true.
they can crash land.
Dwight Eisenhower, who is the president of the United States before Kennedy, did the Highways Act, which redid all the highways in America so that every highway, every X amount of miles has a straightaway long enough to land a plane.
Wow.
Did you know that? No, you did not.
No.
Hi, I'm John Youngberg. Thank you, Uncle John's passenger.
We should totally have like a day where we just spout off random things.
Yeah.
Well, that's my life, sweetheart.
Mine too.
It's almost like Tourette's.
Yeah.
You know, a golf ball has 136 nipples. It does, by the way.
Often when I'm going downtown and I happen to have someone with me, I tell them about the different buildings, and it's like my husband's like, "How do you know this stuff?" I'm like, "I look it up."
Yeah, really. It gets locked in my noodle, Useless information. I'm a Three Stooges fanatic, and I have a good collection of Stooges stuff. And my kids were raised watching those, and among other things, And I'll never forget, speaking of useless information, my daughter was at Windsor Park Collegiate, and the class did so horribly on a test. I don't know, it was math, biology, whatever. And they had the teacher throw out a question to raise the curve, to help out. And his question was, name all the Three Stooges. And this is a generation that most of them never heard of them. My daughter wrote, well, originally it was Moe, Larry, and Shemp, but Shemp wanted to make his own films, the Joe Palooka films. Then he brought in the youngest brother, Curly. So it was Moe, Larry, and Curly. Then Curly died of a stroke. So they brought in Shemp again. And then Shemp died of a heart attack on the way back from the fights. And then they got Joe Besser in. So it was Moe, Larry, and Joe. And then in the 60s, when they made the movies, the real law feature films, it was Moe, Larry, and Curly Joe. And the teacher just is Joe and yeah. Oh yeah. Useless information can get you fired.
Okay, where's the London Bridge located?
Don't tell me. No, wait. Oh no, it's too obvious. St. Malo?
How about you?
Where do you think?
Where do you think the London,
It's London, you idiot.
where's the London Bridge located?
England?
I need it. This has to be a trick question.
It's in Arizona. It was bought by a gentleman, taken down brick by brick, moved to Arizona and rebuilt.
Where are you
Getting this information.
It's true. Look it up.
The London Bridge has been there for
No, that's a different bridge. The London Bridge is a really small bridge. It's the one that I can't remember the name of the one that everybody calls.
And the Queen's Upper Bridge is
in her mouth.
Yeah,
Well, that's the Lord Bridge.
Yeah, the bottom one. Yeah, I see. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
My
My
buddy.
buddy Joe.
Oh, you always have a buddy named Joe.
Well, you know Joe.
I know. You know Joe? Come on, wink, wink.
Everybody knows Joe.
Everybody knows.
You've met Joe too. But my buddy Joe, he works for the Department of National Defense, and what they're doing, trying to keep everybody's spirits up, is they're getting everybody to do a trivia day. So you come up with 10 questions, and you try and stump everybody. So one of the guys came up with a bunch of them. Where was the other one I liked? Oh, here's one. Where's that?
You know we're live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of these
Was
was
invented
invented
first? The diesel engine, the semiconductor, air conditioning, or Coca-Cola?
Semiconductor. Is that like a short train guy?
No.
Sorry, what was the
Semiconductors
question
for
again?
electronics.
Oh yeah, okay.
It allows the current to go one way but not the
I
other.
would say
The train, I'd say the semiconductor.
It has nothing to do with trains.
Okay, forget that.
It's an electric device.
Okay, speaking of trains, I'd say Coca-Cola.
What's your guess?
your turn.
My turn for a useless fact.
No, answer the
What do you
question.
think came first? The diesel engine, semiconductor, air conditioning, or Coca-Cola?
Ooh,
Now, the
Coca-Cola.
semiconductor is an electronic device that allows current to go one way and one way only.
I'm gonna say Coca-Cola.
Okay. That was my answer. Coca-Cola actually came second.
Oh,
The semiconductor was first, but it has nothing to do with trains.
Mhm.
And then it was Coca-Cola, the diesel engine, and then air conditioning in 1902.
Huh.
And you know
Good to know.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah, back in the day, Coca-Cola actually was made with
That's what-
cocaine. And that's why it's called Coke, and that's why it's called the quick pick-me-up and refresher. And that was in the days in the pharmacy. You could go into a pharmacy and get heroin and cocaine from the pharmacist.
All right, let's see if you guys can do math.
I
Oh
can't.
my God, no.
If the spectators in a theater double every 5 minutes, that's 7:30.
My team already realizes how bad I am at math. Okay.
Spectators in the theater
Yes.
double every 5 minutes. At 7:30, the theater is full. When was it half full?
Sorry, want to repeat that?
No.
I have no idea.
The spectators in a theater doubles every 5 minutes. At 7:30, the theater is full. At what time is it half full?
Well, when did it open?
6.
Well, that's paramount in answering that question.
No, it isn't.
Sure it is. You said it doubles every, 5 minutes? So I need to know when it starts and when it ended. Yes. If you have no starting point, how can you know when to start? both sides?
7:25 is the answer because it doubled in 5 minutes to be full.
Still
Interesting.
again.
If something doubles every 5 minutes
Mhm.
and at 7:30 it is full, at what time was it half of that?
Oh, I see now.
7:25.
I would go with 7:26. Some people might have rushed in.
I'm kicking you.
Could have been late at that concession stand waiting forever for popcorn. Speaking of that, that's another thing that's gone by the wayside. Movies. Anybody going to movies anymore? Do they have them now?
The
It's open for a bit.
I
I
don't
know it's still open.
I don't think they are.
You can
Never.
buy it.
Well, you are correct because a lot of the new releases, some of them, except the ones they know are going to be huge blockbusters, are
Yeah.
going to be 2021. Yeah, they're putting them out the new ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Trivia. At what point in this show did Willow's brain melt? Because of you and me.
Pretty much when we opened our mouth.
she said, "Have I made a mistake?"
No. I'm just here to pass time.
Oh, great.
This is your guys' show,
We're really
not
not
mine.
I'm here because it's part of my community service.
We're just here because her batteries died.
Oh, Lord. Anyways,
I'm just letting you guys have your moment.
is there anything else we can chat about that you want to chat about that you need to know? Stranded at the drive-in.
Oh, go right ahead and
What will they say Monday at school?
I love
Wonderful voice. He sang so well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know who else surprised me that had an amazing voice? Eddie Murphy.
Great.
Come on.
My girl likes to party all the time. Shut up, Eddie. Be a queen.
But he was good. He was actually good.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Yeah, that's great.
Just signed this.
No, I don't think Eddie Murphy should have done it.
I never said he should have done it. I said he was good at it.
Oh, well, we all have our things. And who am I to say he was a bad singer? Look what I just slaughtered. So,
I wasn't gonna say it.
But I can agree with you.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I am going to hobble downstairs and decorate a pumpkin I have to do for Winnipeg Harvest tomorrow. And but I want to thank you all. Thank you very much for having us on. You can
no
still talk to
problem
Mark.
at all. Glad to hang out with you anytime.
You got it, kid.
And
I'll
I promise
probably-
next time
I'll
I'll do a
learn one
better
more chord.
interview.
I'll learn one more chord before we go back and do this. So I'll have 4 chords. I know.
I
I guess before we go, I'll do one more tune for you.
It became my signature tune.
Which one?
Come on.
No. You've done one.
Mustang Sally.
Oh, hell yeah. Mustang Sally. He's very good at this.
I sing with bands. It's fun.
I'm going to, sweetheart, we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was talking to Mark. You're kidding. Well, we'd love to come on anytime you need us, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
I'll
Please
do a
take
better
care.
interview next time, I promise.
Fine. You're awesome.
No, you did a great job. You always do a fantastic job.
No one else
Thank
is
you.
talking to me at this hour of the night. So there you go. All right,
Well,
kid,
you guys
we'll
are
talk
welcome to
soon,
hang
okay?
out at any time. If you guys want to do a show, just let me know. Okay?
You can do this again?
Yeah,
We'll do it again? All right.
absolutely.
You're on. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Dobra.
Mustang Sally. Guess you better slow that Mustang down. Mustang Sally.
I was sure.
Now, baby. Guess you better slow that Mustang down. You've been running all over town. Guess you gotta put those flat feet on the ground. Let me tell you why. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do Here's the story. I bought you a brand new Mustang. It was a 1965. Now you're coming round to see if you can find a woman. You won't let me ride Mustang. Sally now, baby. Guess you better slow that Mustang down. You've been running all over town. Guess you're gonna put this flag on around. And this is why. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
All you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
Oh, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
I said, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
One of these early mornings, I'm gonna be wiping those sleeping eyes. Those sleeping eyes, oh baby, those sleeping eyes. Those sleeping eyes. Those sleeping eyes. Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah. All right. Oh. So, I'll close off the show with one more song. Why not?
Right on.
It is my show. I control the controls.
That's right. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
All right. I sang this song back in February for the pinup pageant. Speaking of which, the dress I'm wearing is from one of the other contestants. She made this dress for her 30th birthday, and I think it is just a stunning dress. I bought and paid for the dress. Oh my god, I'm so unprofessional. I'm sorry, guys. So, alright. Miss Serenity Creations created the dress. It's an original. And I think it's just very stunning. And you can wear it for Halloween, which is nice. Alright. So, let's do some Jessica Rabbit. Or you can skip the ads. You had plenty of money in 1922. And let all the women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. Sitting round wondering what it's all about. If you ain't got no money, they will put you out. Why don't you do right like some other men do. Get out of here, get me some money too. When you had prepared 20 years ago, you wouldn't be a wandering now from door to door. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. Get out of here, get me some money too. Why don't you do right like some other man do? All right. There we go. Some Jessica Rabbit for you guys. How about that?
I'm wearing a plaid bathrobe because it's bedtime and get out of here. I can have a Werther's candy so I can be a real old man.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Me, I'm going to get a lollipop so I can get a Kojak. Thank you again for having us on.
No problem at all. I'm glad to have you guys on. Thank you for showing up and hanging out with me.
Yeah, so join us on Quarantine Karaoke. Sing us a song. Post it up there. Have some fun with it. I did look for mine. Eastbound and Down from the band from Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
And On the Road Again. On the road again, I added some Formula One crashes to the video.
Nice.
I wish I could play them on here so that you could see them. But that's for another day.
Search up Quarantine Karaoke on Facebook. I'll
I can share
share
screen.
the link again in the chat. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out and singing. This was fun. I enjoyed this.
This was
definitely need to do it again.
Definitely. I'll see you in an hour.
So Saturday, I'm going to be hosting a movie watch along with Josh Bauer, Garrett, and Sage, some of the members of Hanging with Webb. We're going to be showing House on Haunted Hill, the original, and I will be in full Elvira makeup.
Right on. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, can't wait for that. You guys make sure that you come and join us. 6 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Or, sorry, my apologies. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. I don't know my time zones. So yeah, that'll be fun.
7 p.m. Eastern.
It'll be 6 p.m. our time.
7 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Mountain. 6 p.m.
Like that.
4 p.m. Pacific.
So yeah, Gopher, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at goforthemusic.ca online. You can find me at Facebook under Go For The Music as well. And you can find me on Quarantine Karaoke.
That's awesome. Thank you again for this really fun night.
Oh, it was fun. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. This is fun. Me and John enjoy doing this. The banter back and forth that you heard here is
You
pretty
guys
much
are
our
like
live.
the modern day version of the Odd Couple, which is really fun.
We are definitely that.
And me and my husband are like the modern day version of the honeymooners.
There you go.
He's a bus driver, and I work
To the moon, Willow.
I work
To
in a
the
coffee
moon.
shop. It fits.
It's cool.
All right. You have a good night. Thank you
You
again.
too. Happy Halloween.